For those of you completing the monkey quiz on our free app, listen closely as many of the answers will be revealed. My name is Adam, and I'd like to introduce you to the Barbary macaques that call this 60-acre forest home. I will be feeding them in a minute, but first I'd like to tell you a bit about them. Barbary macaques are a fascinating and unique species. Now, we have no native primates here in the UK, but Barbary macaques originate from North Africa and Morocco and Algeria. So in terms of distance, they're actually the closest wild primates to us. In fact, Barbary macaques once lived all over Europe, including here in England up until around 300,000 years ago. Today, they are an endangered species with fewer than 8,000 surviving in the wild. The population has decreased by more than 50% in the last 40 years, and if this continues, soon there'll be no Barbary macaques left in the wild at all. The biggest problem is the destruction of their natural habitat of cedar and oak forest. Too many trees are being cut down, which forces the monkeys to compete for food with livestock grazing on the same plants. Sadly, due to climate change, the risk of wildfire destroying their forest home is greater than ever. Another problem is the illegal trade of baby monkeys. Every year in Morocco, babies are taken away from their mothers to be used as photo props for tourists and sold illegally as pets. Our help to protect their habitat and stop the illegal trade of babies. And just by visiting us today, you are all helping our conservation centre. We do have 3 sister parks in Europe. The first one opened in the late 60s. Monkey Forest opened in 2005, which means this year we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. And in that time, we've seen over 100 babies born and welcomed over 4 million visitors. So I'm going to put some food out now, and I'll tell you a bit more about the monkeys in a minute. Today in the bucket, we do have a few of their favourites. So we've got some kale, some potato, some melon, some bananas, some sweet potatoes, some pineapple, some grapes. There's some grains and seeds and some other bits and bobs that you'll see me spreading around.
Oh, look at that. It might be the bird though. I don't know. Oh. That one's not eating. Look at that one run off. Oh. But not. One of the babies. Oh, it's like you Oh no, run. Oh, let the baby come out. This is a banana. Two babies are fighting with their food. Oh! That baby just went up the food. Oh no. That baby. Curious now. Why is there so many? There's a few on that side. Oh. Oh, he went so mean to the baby. I wanted to see that one with the arguing over food.
As you can see, our monkeys have a varied diet. Every morning we feed them a range of fruits, vegetables, grains and seed. And what's wonderful about living here is that they're free to eat whatever they find throughout the vegetation. This includes grass, leaves, invertebrates and berries, and when they're available, they really enjoy eating beech nuts and acorns. In the wild, they'll sometimes even catch and eat scorpions. Now you may be wondering what happens to our monkeys during the winter. They do not need any indoor enclosure, but can live freely outdoors in Trentham all year round. They originate from the mountainous regions of Morocco. Just to make a gap for it, guys. They live in the mountainous regions of Morocco and Algeria, where the summers are hot, and winters can see temperatures drop as low as minus 15 degrees Celsius. So the climate is a long thick coat, which helps to protect them from cold temperatures. And in spring they molt and grow a short summer coat, which helps them to cope with the hot temperatures. Another adaptation is that all baby Barbary macaques are born in spring and early summer. It's a time when there's plenty of food available for the mother, which helps with the production of milk, and it also gives the babies plenty of time to grow and get ready for their first winter. 6 little girls and 4 little boys. Hopefully you will be lucky enough to see some of those during your visit today. If we take a look at the monkeys we have in the feeding area though, who thinks they can point to the youngest one? Shouldn't be a difficult question. Yeah, I think everybody's noticed the little baby that's just on Mum's belly just over there. So that is one of this year's babies. That's actually the youngest monkey in the forest. That one was born on Saturday, so it's a little girl. She's 5 days old. We have a little 2-year-old just there and a little 3-year-old. We have got a little 1-year-old just here. And a couple of 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds just behind me just there. The big ones though that we've got, they are fully grown adults. So female Barbary macaques are fully grown by 6 and males even later by 8. So taking a look at the adults that we do have in the feeding area at the moment, if I just pick out 2. So we'll take the one that's just sat by the bucket just there, and then we'll take the one that's just sat the other side of the tree just over there. These are both fully grown adults, but which one do you think is the male? So who can point to the male? Do you think it's that one or this one? Yeah, I think everybody's going to go for this one that's just in front of me. So if you did go for this one, well done, this one is the male. It is quite easy to tell them apart when they're fully grown. Males are larger and weigh around 17 kilograms, whereas females, they weigh around 13 kilograms. Another difference is that the females have a swelling on their bottom. Of the 140 monkeys we have here in the forest, our oldest is currently a 31-year-old female. Now this is an exceptional age for a Barbary macaque and is similar to being over 100 in human years. She is part of this group up here, but I don't know where she is just at the moment. If she does pop out though, I will make sure I point her out for you. An exciting part of your visit today is that you'll be able to see our monkeys behaving as they would in the wild. Since 2005, we've hosted students and primate researchers that have helped us to better understand this fascinating species and aid in their conservation. One behaviour you may have been lucky enough to see today is males taking care of babies. Males will carry, groom and protect babies, sometimes from the first days of their life, which is quite rare with primates. Even more surprising is that males will often borrow babies from their mother and use them to socialise with other males within the group. You might have also noticed one monkey chasing another, and this is to do with the rank order, where the lower ranking monkey. It's quite easy to explain this hierarchy if you just imagine a big ladder with lots of rungs on it, and each monkey has a place on that ladder from the top all the way down to the bottom. But who do you think were a female? So if we have a little show of hands for this one, who thinks that the chief would be a female? Yeah, I think we've got a few more hands there for male. So I can tell you, with Barbary macaques, the chief is always a male. So well done if you did say male. The chief of this social group is the one that's just in front of me. How they achieve their rank is different for males and females. So you may be surprised to hear an adult male's position in the hierarchy is not dependent on his size or strength. A male achieves his rank by making alliances with other males within the group that will support him against his rivals. For females, their position is passed down from mother to daughter, from generation to generation. So the mother will support the daughter in any conflicts, and all the other monkeys know that the daughter holds the rank directly below her mother. It's just on Mum's belly over there. As that's a little girl, we already know her future social position. However, hands, and who knows, one day he could even become the chief. Well, thank you very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to our Barbary macaques. Would anybody like to ask any questions? Anything at all about the monkeys or the park? No? Well, if anyone does think of a question, please feel free, come and ask myself or one of the other guides you'll find on the footpath. Don't forget you can watch our live webcam on our free app after your visit, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day at the Trenton Estate. Thank you very much.
That one's just been sitting there the entire time. Whee! I need to pick it up. Where's the baby? I don't think we have to go to the baby. Oh, wait, oh, that one. Is this more food? So tiny. Adorable. Looks so cute. The one sitting at the back with this, the baby, it's cute. The baby's head is. Oh, baby's getting a video. 10 minutes. 10-minute video. Come learn.
So sad for the baby.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, look at him.